Hello, everyone, and welcome to the another demo day of ExpoSim that we are organizing. This is really an interesting demo day because we'll be showcasing today the complete job fair platform or job fair module that we have, where you can host an immersive and a full-scale job fair if you're a, doesn't matter if you're an university or if you're a college, if you are a consulting firm, or if you're a recruiting agency, or even a company. This particular job fair is for everyone. This particular job fair demo day is for everyone, and we'll be hosting this. You'll be able to host a full scale job fair with ExpoSim. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening from India, or good morning to people who are joining, or good afternoon to people who are joining from different parts of the world. So, welcome, and today we'll start with the to go ahead and start with this job fair that we have. So I'll just go and share my screen first. Um, Let me just share my screen. Yeah. So yeah, ExpoSim, transforming events with metaverse. That's we call ourselves, and that's we are aiming to do. Like planning to transform events with metaverse, and that's our major goal specifically with our events platform. So, moving ahead, we'll be seeing a lot of different things. I'll showcase you what are the different features of the job fair module that we have, and we'll also actually see a live setup of a job fair demo day happening on the platform today in this particular event demo day. So, let's move ahead. So let's talk about first ExpoSim. If you guys are new and if you don't know about ExpoSim, so ExpoSim is a no-code hybrid events platform that provides or that enables organizations to create, manage, and promote and host immersive events across physical and metaverse venues. It's a very simplified DIY tool, kind of a platform which you can just sign up from a website and you can go ahead with doing all sort of customizations on the platform. It's just a DIY tool. And looking at the numbers, so we have currently done more than 500 plus exhibitions and conferences and events successfully till now. And after that, we have hosted more than 200,000 attendees till now, with the 2,000 plus exhibitors and sponsors who have taken part in different events that happens on Expo. So that's the couple of numbers that we have over here that we have achieved over the period of time when we released first. And yeah, we are going ahead and we are moving forward with achieving more numbers. So that's the our goal. Our vision is to revolutionize how the way people interact and connect globally and offer them an immersive and engaging experience. And our mission is to build a one-stop solution for all your event needs. So it doesn't matter if you're doing a hybrid event, if you're doing a physical event, if you're doing a virtual event, or if you're doing a metaverse event. ExpoSim is there for you to guide you and to help you and to provide you a tool, a solution that you can use to set up any kind of event that you have. And that's what we are aiming to do. So looking at the basic features of job fair that we have, so first feature that we have is the candidate registration and profile creation. So whenever some like people or students who are looking for a job, when they sign up on a job fair that you created, they can actually create their whole profile. First, they register and they can create their whole profile by adding their CV, adding their details of their percentage, the grades that they have received. All sort of these things they can add, and they can create a profile for themselves in a resume-like way, which the recruiters can see when the candidates have applied for the job. So that is one thing. Now, moving ahead, when the candidate goes to the platform, they can search for for a particular job based on their interest, like based on the location they can search for, based on interest they can search for, based on the experience they can search for. So they can filter jobs accordingly with these options, and they can so apply for those specific jobs according to their requirement. Again, moving ahead, separate booths for companies. So exhibitors or companies who want to part of the recruitment process, they can set up their own booths on the platform. They have their options for setting up their own booth, which where they can list all sort of their jobs, showcase their company values and the uniqueness that they are providing, and why the candidate should join their company. So that is also again a thing. Application tracking for candidates. So candidates, once they have applied, or the job seekers, when they apply for a job, it is very important for them to track the application. Like, what is the process of my application after I applied? Like, is it under process? Is it rejected? Is the interview going to schedule? So there's an option in the on the platform from where they can actually go forward and track the applications of their, like, wherever they've applied for. Profile shortlisting and interview scheduling for employers. So recruiters or employers who are there on the backend dashboard, from there they can see different profiles of people who have applied for jobs on their platform, or on their company, and they can shortlist those profiles. They can schedule interviews with those candidates, and they can meet those candidates on a job fair, on an interview, in a virtual basis. So yeah, that is again a thing. Employers can send directly offers to the candidates from the platform. So that is also another option available, and complete analytics for the organizers. So as an organizer, you can have a complete details of what is happening in your job fair. How many candidates have received the job offer? How many candidates have been rejected? How many people have applied for a particular company or for a particular job? You can get each and every detail from this particular analytics dashboard that we have. Moving ahead, looking at the features of employers. So employers can chat with the candidates. So candidates who are coming to the employer booth or the company booths and want to have some kind of interaction with the employers, have some queries, so they can actually chat with, so employers and attendees can chat with each other. Live View live visitors on the booth. So whoever is live on a particular booth or a company booth, employers can see that particular thing, and they can initiate chat with those particular candidates who are there currently live on the particular booth. Live calling and engagement. So if employers can see the live candidates, and they can invite them to a live call where they can showcase the values, and they can give the USPs, or tell the USPs of their organization, and they can ask the candidates or influence the candidates to apply for that particular job, or in that particular company. Again, going ahead, job applications. So employers can add job applications, uh, and they can see the job application and details, complete details of their CV and everything. They can shortlist the job application. They can interview those applications, as we saw in the back. Interview tracking. So once the employer has created or scheduled an interview with a particular candidate, they can track when the interview is scheduled, and they can hop into that particular interview at that particular time. Calendar blocking is also there. So once an interview is scheduled, a calendar invite goes to a candidate and to the employer at the same time, blocking their particular slot in their calendar for that particular interview. Analytics of booth. So whoever applies to your booth, and whoever is in that particular booth, employers can get analytics of all those things. Unique booth visitors to the booth. So whatever unique people, though it doesn't matter if they apply to that particular job or any particular job on that booth or not. If they visit that particular booth, employers will get data of that particular visitors, like how many people have actually visited their booth and what actions they have done on that particular booth. Now, looking at the candidate features, so candidates can create profile, as we saw in the backend. Uh, Candidate can upload their resume, actual resume. They can filter based job search. They can search for jobs based on filters and all sort of these things. Application tracking is there, interview and offer tracking. So if they have got the offer, if their interview is scheduled or not, all these features are available for the candidates. Now, looking at the analytics, what are the analytics the organizer get? Because it is very important for an organizer to track what is happening in their job fair, how many jobs have actually been given to the candidates, and how many candidates have applied for that particular job in a company. So they can all see all these things, number of job listed. So organizer can see how many number of jobs have actually been listed in this particular job fair. The number of application they can see company wise. So if I choose company one, I can get to see if they have 5 jobs, how many applications to those 5 jobs have actually been there. Number of interviews scheduled. I can also see that how many number of interviews are actually scheduled by the employers or recruiters with the candidate. You can also see the number of interviews that are actually done. So as an employer, as an organizer, I can see how many interviews actually have been done. Live employers, so I can see if there are any live employers there on the particular booth, because it is very important to track. What happens sometimes is that candidate comes to the booth, candidates are waiting in the interview meeting, but the employer doesn't join. So you can also, as an organizer, you can also track if the employer is there live on the booth, or what they are doing. Candidate live tracking again is also there, where you can track if employer has joined and candidate has not joined. You can track that how many times that happened, or is it happening or not. So that's the live dashboard that we provide, where you can get all these details. And again, number of offers sent. So again, tracking the success of job fair is very important, and success can be tracked on the number of offers or number of jobs a particular job fair has provided to to the candidates. So tracking that particular thing is again possible with the ExpoSim Job Fair option. Now let's look at the live demo of the platform. Like, we'll be looking at how to set up the complete event, how to actually go and create a job fair where you can do all sort of these things. So let's go and let's look at that. So to set up this particular thing, I'll just go and log into my account. So first I'll have to go to the ExpoSim, I would say ExpoSim website. From there, okay, that's the metaverse page that is going to open. So yeah, so ExpoSim website, I can just click on the host login from here option, and it will take me directly to the login option that is available there, sign in option. I can simply put in my email and my password. If I don't have an account, I can simply go and create an account for myself. And once the account is created, I'll be able to log in. So I'll just go, already have an account, so I'll just go and click on login, sign in, and yeah, that's there. I landed on the ExpoSim account dashboard, where I can set up, like, if I want to create a blank event, I can do that. If I want to create a metaverse event, that we are soon bringing in for you all, as you all know. If I want to create a summit, or if I want to create a job fair, I can create, or I can create these kind of events from there. And there are some helping documents are also available, like how to set up your event or how to make your virtual event a success. All these things are available. So today we are looking at the job fair, and so I'll just go and I'll click on the job fair option from here. Now the first option is to create a link for your job fair. So I'll just create the demo day job fair, or world job fair, and I'll just name it as world job fair. So that's the name we have given. The company name, I would say I'd give ExpoSim, start with job fair. Now the point is to set a date. So I'll just create a date of, like, starting from today, 11 a.m. to, let's say, 14 p.m. Description. So I'll just say this is a job fair. This is a job fair for candidates who are looking for jobs in non-technical field, non-tech fields. Okay. Now, as I'm in India, I'll set up my time zone as plus 5:30, which I can select from here. So it's Kolkata. Industry, I would say, let's say, like finance or computer and electronics is what I would go with. Business hours is very important thing to select over here. Why? Because whatever the business hour you set over here are the ones that is the time between the interviewer and the candidates can schedule interviews. So setting up business hours is very important. So for me, I'll set up from 10 a.m. in the morning to, let's say, 8 p.m. in the evening, or I would say 6 p.m. in the evening. So 8 hours of job, like 8 hours of interview slot, 20 minutes each hour, two slots each hour, like 20 minutes of each. So that makes 16 slots totally. That is possible. So I'll just go and click on create event, and yeah, done. My job fair, world job fair is created. So I'll just have to preview my registration, like how my registration looks like. So I'll just go up here. I can see the visitor registration option over here. I can see the basic details for registration is being captured over here. We'll look at the candidate journey, but first we'll go and look at how the journey of an organizer looks like. Like as an organizer, what are the things that I have in my dashboard? What are the things that I have to set up in my dashboard to get a particular job fair to a success? So I'll just go ahead and click on continue event setup. It will take me to the dashboard of my event, where I can see the details of my event, taglines, and all sort of these things. I can check whatever the details I've mentioned, like the time zone and also all these things, and I can edit all these details from here. Now, moving ahead, the rest of the setup of event is pretty much similar. You can set up the registration form, you can set up the landing page. Now, what we've also introduced is a dynamic landing page, which we've recently introduced, from which you can, if you see the new landing page from where you have joined or where you have registered for the event, is quite different. It's quite interactive job landing page that we have built. So you can just use this particular dynamic landing page option, and you can create a complete dynamic landing page with adding speakers section, adding an agenda section, adding sponsors and partners, a footer, a contact us option on your landing page. So it's a complete dynamic landing page that we have introduced, and you can utilize this. So that's one way. Now, moving ahead, one of the important feature of the job fair is to see what are the also what you can do moving before moving that is you can set up the lobby of your event by adding some banners over here. You can set up the auditorium of your event by adding again some banners, or you can check different layouts of auditorium that if you want to have some sessions over there in the event. You can add speakers of your event, and these speakers will be visible on your landing page now. That is again possible. You can add sponsors. You can create a section. Let's say I call it as platinum sponsors for my job fair. So I'll just create a platinum sponsor, and I can just upload logos over here, multiple logos, link of those particular logos or companies, and I can just add them. So that is again the new feature that we have introduced, which you all know. Now, the important thing for a job fair is to go the job requirement. So, job requirement is a page where you can set up or you can control for the exhibitor, for anyone, what are the job options that are available. So, first option is the number of jobs a person can apply in a single company. So this is an important thing because what happens is that people or some candidate are apply for one company only, right? And they don't apply for other companies, and that is what we have to restrict. So to restrict that, what we've added is that it is particularly up to you whether you want to set it up or not, or whether you want to go ahead without it or not. So you can just say, let's say, two. I want to like number of jobs a person can apply in a single company. So I'd say like 3 jobs a person can apply in a company, right? Number of companies. So I don't have any companies added over here. So I'll just have to add a company, and I'll have to come back over here to select job roles. So I can set up multiple job roles that I can offer in my job fair. So let's say I would say product manager. Product manager is one. Then customer success manager is the another one. Then I would go for support These are the three job roles I've created. Technologies or skills, I would say leadership, uh, leadership, management, communication. Because our job fair is a non-technical field, then that's why we've added regions. So I'd say it's a world job fair. So I'd add just India, then USA, then UK, then Australia, then I would say Dubai, just another thing. Interview locations. So this is particularly for if your company has a, let's say, physical job fair or a hybrid job fair if you're planning. So you can add multiple locations of the interview where the interview will happen, or else if it's a virtual job fair, so you can just simply add uh, VI virtual job fair, and that's it. You just submit. I think we'll require to. So first, let's add a booth for a name. So you can just go and create a booth for an employer from here. So setup booth is the option that we have to go. Once you go to the setup booth, you can just create a booth. Select a booth type. I'll just go and select a gray. Booth name. I'll give ExpoSim is the company from India. Uh, Character, I'd say boy. Exhibitor information. So exhibitor information, I'll add my information over here. So Pranay is the exhibitor. Email is this pranay@exposim.io. Number of agents allowed, I would say three. Three recruiters can be part of that particular booth. That's what I've added. So now a booth is created. I can view that. Going ahead, now I'll have to add the job requirement. So job requirement, I'd say three jobs per company, and there's only one company it's there, so that's why I have to select one company. Okay, job roles, as we've added, again we'll have to add product manager, um, customer manager, then founders office is changed, technology and skills, leadership, okay, leadership, communication, and we'll go ahead with emails. Uh, Region, I would say USA, India, and then China, China. Let's go ahead with that only. Interview locations, it's virtual. All the interviews will happen virtually. So that's it. And I'll just go and submit. So my details have been submitted. So anyone who comes to ExpoSim or to the job fair, now they'll be able to apply three jobs per company, and they can maximum apply to one company. So in a particular company, if I have multiple companies, I'll be able to change this particular option, and I'll be able to add more people. There's also an option for you to add exhibitors. So if you are opening exhibitors or company registration for your event, so all those company details or exhibitors, or we could say employers, can fill a form and apply for being an employer for your particular job fair. The details will come over here, and you can approve or disapprove if they have like a legit requirement or not from here. Now let's look at how the job fair or how the booth setup looks like for an exhibitor once they have added. So I have received exhibitor credentials over here. You can see exhibitor credentials successful. Um so I'll just click on login as exhibitor dashboard. I have received my password, so I'll just go ahead, copy it, and I'll enter my email. Okay, that's one. And then I will just go ahead and add these details, sign in. Okay, now I'm here on my exhibitor or the company booth setup. From here, I can do multiple options. I can add info. I can do social media handles. I can queries, brochures, image pop-up. I can add all sort of USPs or the options that are available for my particular job fair or for my company. And then the important feature is basically the jobs. So I can just simply click on create a job. I can select a type of role. So you can see whatever roles that we have added from the backend are available over here. I can simply select that particular role. I can add job description. So just this is a job description. Then company description. I would just say this is company description, then skills and technology. So again, whatever the skills and technology this particular job requires, I can select this from this particular drop down which we have added in the backend. So I can just say leadership and communication for this. Now the important option is whether this particular job is for a fresher or an experienced person. So I would say just experienced person. Then what is the minimum experience that particular job requires? I'd say 2 years. And what is the maximum experience this particular job requires? It's 5. Like we are looking for 2 to 5 years of experience for this. Work location, I can set whatever. So if it is an in-office job in different countries, so I can set like India is the location. If it's a hybrid, I can set for hybrid. That's the option. Okay. Now important is the salary band. What is the salary band? So I would say 250,000. That's the one. Qualification, I can say I would need any graduates would work. Year of passing, I would say like someone who has passed in 2020, I would say. Interview locations, it's virtual mostly. And the number of vacancies for this job is I have 2 vacancies for this job. Any prerequisites? So this is something which will available. Like if you want these candidates to have some kind of like certifications done or something like that, so that you can mention those things. So I can say if this is a product manager job for a product manager, I would say um, certification from product school or Google, and I'll just submit. So one of my job is created, and I can simply see that my job is created, job description is added, company description is added, experience, I can say like this is for an experienced person, and my job is added. Now another thing that I have to add is the agent. Agents are the people who are the actual recruiters. So after adding jobs and after adding details, I can add agents. So these agents will be able to set up a job fair, or will be able to manage applications in that particular job fair. So I can just say name of is Pranay again, or I would just go and add another name of my colleague. So Mukul is there. I'll add my email only over here. So pranay@exposim.io is my email. That's the one. Then I'll go and set up a password. So I'll just set up a password and submit. Okay, so password must be long characters. Done. Yeah, so my agent is created now, and I can simply, so I would have received an email. So agent credentials added. So again, booth executive invitation. I can simply click on this agent. I can enter the details. So I have added this details only, and just click on sign in. Yep. So that's how my dashboard is there. I can see chats, I can see live users from here. I can see the job application. So currently there are no applications on my booth particularly. But again, let's see. So I'll just go log in to the event. So let's go to the event dashboard from where we have created the job requirements, where we have added the job requirements. Not here. Okay, we'll have to find a job dashboard. Yeah, that's the job dashboard. So let's go. Let's preview the event. We are there on the event. I'll show you the attendee journey as well. But now let's look at the how the job like application look like. So I'll just go to search. There's one job. So there's no booth linked actually. So I'll just have to go in the hall. I'll have to create a hall name, let's say hall 1. I'll have to select a hall type like 2D hall, create a hall, go and link a particular booth into that particular hall. submit, and then refresh. I'll see my job. So product manager experience 2 to 5 years, India, leadership and communication, salary band is this, and I can simply click on visit booth. This is a particular booth. I can see details of that particular whatever the prerequisite is required. I can apply for that job, and it says you have successfully applied for the position of product manager with ExpoSim, and I can just click OK as an attendee. Now, as an agent or as a recruiter, I'll be able to see what the job has come, and I can see the details. I can look at the shortlist, the application. I can accept and reject all sort of these things. So to look at this particular thing in detail, I'll show you a complete job fair that we have already scheduled that we have. So let me just log out from here and here at the same time. Once I log out, so yeah, this is the job fair or the scheduled job fair that we already have. I'll just go log in over here as a candidate. Once I log in, I reach to the external venue. I just click on visit job fair, and this option comes up where I can see multiple areas of the event, multiple options that I have, and the main option that I have is like if I haven't added any details, so I can add my details, I can add my CV, I can add my, so these are according to the Indian standards, but you can add it according to your country standards and your requirement, these fields in your secondary form. And if I'm not looking for a job, I can simply just say not looking for a job and save. But if I'm looking for a job, I can uncheck. And you can also see while it is added, the candidates are notified that you can apply for maximum 10 companies and apply for maximum 10 jobs per companies. So in one company, they can apply for 10 jobs, and like that, they can apply for 10 companies. So that's the option available for now over here. I'll just click on save. Now my point option is to go and search for a job. So I'll just go and search for a job. So let's say I'll just go select for a hybrid location. I can see there are 2 jobs coming in for hybrid. I'll just go and search for remote skills. I say event organizer. So I can see there's this 2 jobs options are available in this particular company. So I'll just go and uncheck that. I'll go and apply for a customer success manager's role with ExpoSim. Maybe let's say. So I've came to a booth where I can see different options that I have. So I'll just go to the jobs option from here. I can go and apply for like product manager. I can see the job description, experience, how much experience is required, what is the salary band, and all sort of these details. This is already added from the backend, so that's how it is shown. I can just simply click on apply. We have successfully applied for this position and done. So now when I have applied for this particular position, I can track my applications over here in my application section. So you can see that today, 20th July, 7:39 p.m., ExpoSim, the company, I've applied for a product manager role and my status is pending. Some of my status are accepted and I can go to my interview. So in the interview section, so there's no currently interviews, but in the completed interview section, I can see like what are the jobs interviews that I've taken. So going ahead to the my application section, it's not something there. So now I'll just change and I'll show you the other option. So let's just stop presenting. I'll start presenting the employer side of the thing where I can do all sort of these things. So now over here, this is the particular job. I'd say, yeah. So this is the employer dashboard or the recruiter dashboard that we have. And from this particular dashboard, I can see what are the live users, job applications. So I can see the recent job application I've received from Pranay, which is who's applied for product manager. I can view details of that particular candidate. Now I can just simply shortlist that particular candidate, and I can just say okay. Once shortlisted, I can schedule an interview with that particular candidate. So I can select a slot. Let's say day 1, 20th July. There's no slot available, so I'll just say day 4, and there are many slots available. I can select any slot and I can send a request to that particular person. So once the call is scheduled, that particular person will receive an email about the job interview has been scheduled. I can go to my interview sections and I can see the scheduled options, like what are the scheduled meetings that I have. So I can see this particular meeting I have, and this like it will start only when 23rd July 5:30 a.m. it will start that particular interview. If I want to reschedule as an employer the interview, I can just simply reschedule that particular interview, and it is possible. Again, booth analytics is what I can see from here. Booth with visitors is what I can see from here. Now, looking at if we see, so I'll just again stop share and start sharing my another window. Uh, so on this particular area, if you see, so if I refresh my page over here, my application for that particular product manager is the status is shortlisted and it is for the interview. So if I go to the interview section, I can see that designation agent. So the agent name is also Pranay, and I have options to interview with that particular company, and the time and everything is also set. This button will get activated when during this particular time slot, and the candidate can join in from here. So this is how the whole job applications applying for the particular job and shortlisting or rejection or any kind of details that employer wants, they can see from this particular job fair option. Now going to the employer side of what all the details that employer get from a particular job fair is we'll see. So I'll just go there and I'll start presenting. Uh, so I'll just share and another window. Yeah. So this is my job fair, another job fair that we've already set up. We have 10 requirements, 10 booths, and the other job roles you can see. Now, as an organizer, I have multiple options available. So as an organizer, I can just go to the uh, organizer dashboard from here. Just clicking on, okay, just a second. Yeah, I can go to the organizer dashboard. From here, I can log in as an organizer, and I can see the analytics, like how many people have logged into my event, how many people are currently live in the event, what are the agents. So you can see I'm live over here as an agent, so I can track ExpoSim that agent is live. No visitors are live there, but then one agent is live there. I can see that from here. Download analytics, so I can, whatever the analytics is there, I can download whatever actions people have done. Important analytics for organizer is the job applications where, so this is where they can track, like for a particular booth or for a particular for everyone, they can simply track the number of job applications, total number of job applications happened, total number of jobs, total applications shortlisted, total applications interview scheduled, all sort of these things they can track from here. And the status of their current status of that particular application is also possible to see from this particular option. Now there's a meeting analytics option, so also over here where you can track like how many people, how many interviews are actually scheduled, who are the interviews scheduled with, which company are they from, and what is the status of that interview? Is it completed? Is it interview confirmed? So you can see this slot 12, 5:30 a.m. to 5:55 p.m. from Pranay on 23rd July is confirmed, right? So now this slot is confirmed, and when we actually complete the meeting, this will turn into completed option, and I can export these data, this particular data, into different options. So pretty much most of the things of the job fair are similar, but there are some added features which separates this particular module from the conventional or from the virtual event platform that we have. And these features separates it because it adds more tracking. It adds more features, more options for organizer, for employers, for candidates, to track their applications, to get the details of the job fair and all sort of these things. So that was pretty much the demo day, or the actual setup or actual demo of the job fair platform that we provide. Now, if you have any questions, we will be will open to the questions. I think there are some questions that came. Can we make it a pop-up window when they log in, so they fill their profile information and CV? Yes, I think yes, that is possible. So that's a compulsory feature. When someone log in for the first time, they get a compulsory pop-up on the screen, and they have to fill information, their CV and everything for sure. Otherwise, they won't be able to apply for a job. If you haven't applied, like added your CV or anything into your profile, you won't be able to apply for any job. So that is the compulsion we have already done. I think there are again more questions. So where did you click to upload the CV and other infos? So on the top right corner of the screen, I'll just pull that screen up for you, show you where. And if you have any more questions, please keep asking those questions. I'll be very happy to answer those questions. So I'll just show you. Um, so this is my job fair option, and this is the lobby area. So this below, beside the attendee option, there's this option available. I can click and upload. So this is where I can upload the CV and add more details over here, and just click on save. So if I'm saying that I'm not a job seeker, and if I save, I won't be able to apply for a job in any of the company. So let's say, for example, if I go to this particular company, and if I click on jobs over here, and if I click on apply, so it says that, oops, seems like you have not uploaded CV. Please upload your CV and to apply for this particular position. So it doesn't allow me to apply for a particular job if I don't upload the CV or anything. So that's a compulsory option that we have on the platform. Now, there are many other questions. Let me just look at those questions. Uh, so someone asked, is it GDPR compliant? So we are not yet GDPR compliant, but yeah, we are planning to become a platform which is GDPR compliant, and soon we'll be able to we'll be a GDPR compliant platform. That's in the process, and I think in a couple of months, or like in probably next in August or September, we'll be a GDPR compliant platform. So if you have any more questions, please do post your questions regarding the job fair or any other thing, and we'll be happy to answer, or I'll be happy to answer. Also, this recording of this particular session will be shared with you. So in case any of your friends or any of your colleagues who have missed it, they can definitely use this recording, and they can get onto the get the hold of how to set up a job fair and what is the job fair looks like, what are the important features of the job fair. We've not discussed in depth of how to set up the whole venue and all sort of these things today. But what are the important features of job fair? That what we have discussed today, and that is something is very important for any job fair that is happening. A team is there if you're planning a job fair nearly or maybe next month or something like that. You can simply reach out to a team or to a support email or to a community channel on Discord, and you can ask our team for a demo. They'll be very happy to give you a demo how to set up, and they'll be very happy to assist you on making your job fair a success. So if you're looking for something like that, and that's we'll be doing. And yeah, let's look at if there are any more questions that people have asked. So yeah, no, guess there's no questions. So if you have any questions, you can always send us to on our community channel or uh, on our support email, and we'll be happy to answer all those. Thank you so much for joining in today for this particular demo day of job fair. And this particular job fair demo day is separate from your let's say from the plan. So if you're an AppSumo user, so it is not specifically added to your plan. So you'll have to you have to get it separately for your package on a yearly basis, or you can get on a monthly basis as well, or a one-time event as well, one-time job fair platform as well. and we are offering a good discount. And if you really want to do a job fair, we'll be very happy to make that particular event a success in whatever ways possible. So do reach out to us if you're looking for hosting a job fair. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in, and it was lovely hosting you all. Thank you so much. You can roam around. You can click some selfies. You can check out the leaderboard activities. Check out the different use cases of ExpoSim that is there. You can visit the exhibition area. You can look at the 3D exhibition, art gallery, and a 2D exhibition. All these things you can look at on the platform, which tells you different use cases of our platform. And do let us know if you have any queries. Thank you so much for joining in.